The instruments featured in this Hello, My Name Is video series are brought to you by Medline, Koenig, and First.
Hello, my name is Orthopedic Reduction Forceps. This particular model that we're looking at today is 5.5 inches, of course measured from the proximal to the distal tip. And if you take a close look at this, what's interesting about this device is this ratchet here. And you can see compared to the majority of our normal ring-handled instruments, this is a fairly long ratchet. Typically you'll see a little lock here, and you'll see that kind of normal size ratchet here, and then you would come all the way closed before you begin to hear that ratchet close. But obviously this device is different because you are using this to hold pieces of bone together. That's the reduction part of the instrument itself, and so you're going to be using this slowly to be closing until the provider gets the bones to where they want them, and then that ratchet is long enough to be able to hold in more of an open position, so we're not closing the device all the way that you typically would to have a ratchet close all the way like this. That's not going to be that helpful, and depending on the types of bones or the size of bones that you're reducing. And that's why that ratchet is a little longer. But that's kind of a tip off for identifying your reduction forceps. There's all kinds of different ones out there, all kinds of different sizes. As I mentioned, this one is about 5.5 inches. In particular, this one does have that serrated jaw. And importantly, as you're inspecting the device on the clean side, or as you're cleaning that device on the dirty side, you're going to want to be looking in those jaws anytime that you have that type of serration to make sure that they're clean in all those little ridges there. Inside this box lock area. And then anytime that we do have ratchets, you're always going to want to be checking to make sure that those ratchets are actually locking. If they're not loose to the touch, you're testing it on the table. Just keep that in mind for that inspection stage as well. Sometimes you do see different kinds of locks. There's something that's called a speed lock. There's also screws sometimes that you can lock that ratchet in place during use. So just kind of be aware of that. Typically that will be included in the instrument description itself. But yeah, that's an intro to just a very normal example of a reduction forceps. I hope you enjoy this episode of Hello, My Name Is, and until next time, keep fighting dirty.